diciéndome que no puede entrar.
¿Qué le pasa? ¿Qué sale?
No sé,
Envíenle nuevamente el...
el link.
Sí, este de aquí, mire. Ahí le voy a
En
enviar
el
por el
Educa ahí
chat.
mismo está.
Sí, pero ahí por si acaso este de aquí. ¿Ok? Gracias, Javier. Okay, let's begin. Let's go to the student book page 90. Okay, let me show you my screen so you can see the book to know where we are. Okay, so grammar, present perfect and past simple. We are going to see the difference between these two verb tenses, right? Because both of them talk about things that happened in the past, but in a different way. So look at the sentences in exercise number 3. Which of them are present perfect and which of them are past simple? So for present perfect, you have to write next to the sentence P and P, double P, all right? And if it is past simple, you have to write PS. All right, so I need a volunteer to read number 1 and tell me if it is present perfect or past simple.
Me, teacher.
Okay, let me see who said me.
Me, teacher Ponce. Me, teacher.
All right, Carolina, and then Gaby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The question or
You have to read the sentence and tell me if it is present perfect or past simple, please.
okay, teacher. He
Mm-hmm.
has learned to speak 11 languages.
All
Is
right, is it?
present perfect.
Thank you. Yes, it is present perfect. So we see that it has learned. All right, so that's the key because it has the verb in past participle and it has one auxiliary verb that is the verb to have. So right next to the sentence, P and P, present perfect. Okay. Number 2, Gabriel, I think. Yes.
Last year, he won a competition. Past simple.
Past simple, yes. Why? Because it doesn't have an auxiliary verb. The verb is in past, and we see one expression that is key right here. Last year, that means something that happened in the past and finished completely. All right. So last year he won a competition that is past simple. So write P and S right next to the second sentence. All right. Who wants to read number 3? Someone who hasn't participated.
Me, teacher.
Me, Diaz, teacher.
First Dominic, and then Emily. Diaz. Mm-hmm.
Okay. He has spoken the language since he was a young child. Past participle.
He has spoken past participle or present perfect.
Past participle. Past participle.
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Present. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Present perfect has the past participle. That's right. But yes. So this one is present perfect because he says he has spoken. That's the key. Has spoken the language since, and we have another key since he was a young child. All right. So this is present perfect. You see those beautiful P's over there. All right. So Emily Diaz, please, number 4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When he was 14, he went on a trip to Holland. Past simple.
Past simple, yes, because we don't see any auxiliary verb. We don't see any verb in past participle, so that's a past simple, right? And we are talking about something that happened a long time ago, when we don't know how old this person is. That person was 14, and in one time in the past, he made a trip to Holland. All right, number 5, please.
Me, teacher Ponce.
Me, teacher. Oh, teacher.
Let's give the opportunity to someone else, Carolina. Thank you.
No, teacher.
Maybe Valentina. Yes, Valentina. Thank you, Carolina, and Valentina, please.
He has already made many new friends. Present perfect.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because we have the auxiliary verb, right? Has.
Ah.
All right. Thank you, Valentina. Let's go with the number 6.
Me, teacher. Me.
Mm-hmm.
Me, teacher.
Who said me first? I think Carla. Okay, Carla, go
Me.
ahead. We have plenty of opportunities, so you can participate again. So Carla, the last one, I think.
He started a blog a few months ago.
Mm-hmm. Is it past simple or present perfect?
Past simple.
All right. Yes, it's past simple because it doesn't have any auxiliary verbs, and the verb is in past. Started. He started a blog a few months ago. All right. So now let's go to page number 91, and we have to complete the rules. Right? You see here, we have rules. So number 1, we use the
Past simple.
past simple, right? We use the past simple with words like yesterday, ago, last year, when he was little, right? Because it's something that finished in the past and stay there, right? We use the
Present perfect.
present perfect with words like since, already, yet, just, and ever. And then we use the
Past simple.
past simple, yes, an action that finished in the past. All right. And now we use the
Present.
Present
Present.
perfect.
present perfect. Remember, yes, it is an action that happened sometime in the past, but for some reason is still relevant in the present. So, like we we saw that action maybe like traveling happened in the past, and you don't know that if you're going to travel again. All right. So let's go to this conversation. Exercise number 6. Complete the conversations by putting the verbs into the present perfect or past simple, depending on the sentence. Okay. So we are going to use the verb in the brackets, in parentheses, to form a sentence or a question. So number 1A, what would that be? How can you make a sentence or a question with that?
Me, teacher.
Yes.
Did you do?
Did you do your homework? What's the key here? You see, remember we said that we use the present perfect to talk about things with this word since, already, yet, just, and ever. So we have here, have you?
Have you done?
Have you done? Okay, so write that down. Have you done? D-O-N-E. Have you done your homework yet? So you have to read the complete sentence, all right? Because if you have yet, that is one key, one clue that we have there to know that that sentence should be used in the present perfect, all right? Now, number 2, you see, what's the key here? Last summer, right? So, who can tell me the answer for this one?
Teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You. It's letter B of number 1.
We are, I don't know if you are seeing my screen, we're number 2. So you see where?
No, but teacher, al lado de la A está la B.
Oh, number, sorry. Yes. All right, so yes, I. What would be the answer?
Finish it.
Finish it.
I finished. So we don't need the present perfect here because it says an hour ago. Okay, I finished it. Yo lo terminé. So you don't need the have. All right, so I finished it. So just the verb in past simple. Okay, let's go to letter 2A. Where?
Did you go?
Where did you go on holiday last summer? Yes. So the key there is last summer, right? So what's the answer? To be, we
Went.
Went to New York to visit my sister. Yes. She
Has lived.
has lived. Right, because we have since here. Now that we have since, you must use the present perfect. All right, since 2014. Very good. Let's go to number 3.
Have you ever
Have
eaten?
you ever
Have you ever
eaten?
eaten? Have you ever eaten curry? Remember, you have to put the verb in past participle. All right. Have you ever eaten curry? So letter B is yes, I had some yesterday. Had. So the verb in past, had. Yes, I had some yesterday. Delicious. So the key there is yesterday. All right. So you have to read the complete sentence to put the correct answer. All right. Number 4.
Did you enjoy?
Mm-hmm. Yes, because it says when you were little, Sergio. All right. So did you enjoy the Toy Story films when you were little, Sergio? All right. So what's the answer?
I have never seen.
I have never seen. Right. So the key there is never. Whenever you have never or ever, you must use the present perfect. So I have never seen any of the Toy Story films, but
Like,
I like.
liked, liked with ed, right? All right, but I liked The Incredibles. All right, so you see that there are some differences, and there are some words and phrases that are key to recognize the present perfect and the past simple. So now to practice, we have to go to our workbook. I don't know if you're seeing, no, you're not seeing my workbook. Let me show you my workbook. Do you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So let's go open your workbook on page 64. So many languages. The grammar part. All right. So we have to choose the word. You see, you have the sentence and you have the words below. So you have to choose either A or B. So you have 5 minutes to complete this exercise in your workbook. And then you have page 64. Okay, page 64, exercise number 1. You have to either choose A or B. You have 5 minutes to complete this exercise. And then after you finish, you're going to share your ideas and your answers with the class. So complete the exercise in silence. And then after 5 minutes, we share it with the class. All right?
Finish, teacher.
All right, let's wait 2 more minutes, okay? Thank you. Victoria, don't worry, that's fine.
Profe, ¿qué página era?
Workbook page 64, exercise number 1.
Ahí sí todo bien, perdón, profe.
No problem. All right, so we have 3 more minutes, right?
¿El teacher se pausó?
¿Qué pasó? ¿Mm? Ok, creo que
Dice que pausó el video, teacher.
mi video.
No, profe, porque ya no, o sea, no, eso no, del Stephanie, de la torre.
Ah,
sí, dice que se le pausa el video.
¿ya me puedes ver, Stephanie? O, bueno, sí me escuchas. Si no me ves, no importa, pero sí me escuchas.
Ahorita ya teacher.
Yeah, okay. Well, we have 30 more seconds for you to finish. Let me show my screen so you will see my workbook too. All right. So choose the right word, A or B, to complete the questions. All right. The first one, number 1. Is it have or did?
Have.
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 So yes, because you have ever over there. So you
Teacher,
must use yes.
Victoria says her microphone doesn't work.
Sí, ya le dije que no hay problema. Victoria, tranquila, no hay problema. Yo entiendo. Okay. So, okay, let's move on. So, have you ever studied Arabic? So it has to be have, because you have over there ever. So the question is always, have you ever? All right. Let's go to number 2. Did you do? Right. That's a question with the past simple. Did you do any test in school last week? So the key over there is last week. All right. Number 3.
Has.
Has. Yes, has anyone in your family? So this one, letter B. Has anyone in your family learned to speak another language? All right. Very good. Number 4. When did? Yes. When did you first study English? When did? All right. Number 5. How many?
Watched.
Watched. With ed, right? Very good. Very good. All right. So,
Teacher,
mhm.
no le escuché cuál era la segunda.
The second one, did you do? Letter A. Did you do? Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. Like, let's go to this part, number 4. Exercise number 4, same page. All right, so you see, complete the sentences with the present perfect or past simple form of the verbs in the box. So the verbs you have to use are here, and you're going to use them to complete these sentences. I will give you a clue. The first one, it says, ever a 500-page book. So you must put here have, because you need have to form that question. Have you ever? And then read a 500-page book. So that's the first question, the first answer to this question. Have in the first space, and then you ever read a 500-page book. Okay, so complete from 2 to 6. Okay, so read carefully, please. Read all the sentence, read the whole sentence, and choose the correct verb from the box. So you have 5 minutes to do that. Okay, same page, exercise number 4. Let's see. Right, so we have 4 more minutes.
Yes, teacher.
Very good, very good. Let's wait 4 or 3 more minutes. Thank you, Carolina. Okay, let's check your answers. All right, remember we are on page 64, exercise number 4. So we already know The first one is, have you ever read? All right. So who wants to help me with number 2? Read and tell me the answer, please. Yes, who said me? I don't know. Oh, okay, Carolina. Yes, thank you.
I didn't study Russian at school last year.
Mm-hmm.
I choose to go German instead, creo.
All right. So yes, I didn't study. Yes, Russian at school last year. Very good. I chose to do German instead. All right. So here, remember, you have to put, just like Carolina said, did not or didn't. All right. Didn't study Russian. Okay. Very good. Number 3. Mm-hmm.
We didn't go on holiday last summer. They stayed at home.
Very good. We didn't go on holiday last summer. We stayed at home. Thank you, Carolina. All right. Let's find someone else. All right. Let's give the opportunity to someone else. Number 3. Sorry, number 4. Number 4.
Me, teacher.
Yes, Valentina. Thank you.
Yeah. My brother has never played a musical instrument.
All right. Yes. Very good. So the first space is has, because we're talking about my brother. Is he, and that's the third person. So has never played. So play with ed at the end. Very good. A musical instrument. Number 5.
Me, teacher.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Maria Paz, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you, Maria Paz. So the next one, please.
Have you ever spoke to Charlie about the party yet?
Have you ever? That's very good.
Teacher, can you repeat the last part? Internet live, but
Which one? Number 4 or number 5?
number 4.
Number 4. My brother has never played. Okay, played.
Okay.
All right. So number 5, it says you to Charlie about the party yet. So you need the present perfect because you have yet. So have you spoken. So you don't need the ever here because you have yet already. So you have to use have in the first space, and then you spoken. Okay.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, Victoria. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So number 5 is, have you spoken to Charlie about the party yet? Okay. And number 6, please.
Hi, teacher.
Yes, Dana, thank you.
Have you seen Joseph yesterday?
Have you seen yourself? Are you sure? Because if you have yesterday, what do you
Me,
need?
Did you see? Did you see?
Did you, right? Did you? All right. So did you see, not seen, right? Did you see Joseph yesterday? All right. So someone was asking a question in the chat. Number 2, right? All right. Yes, number 2 is, I didn't study Russian at school last year. Okay, so that's the answer to number 2, right? So let me stop. No, I'm going to stop the recording after making a recap of what we have done today.
Sorry, teacher.
Mhm.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Can you repeat all of the answers of the number 4? I can hear it because I try to spoke with the microphone.
All right. Yes, no problem. So the first one is, have you ever read? That's the first one. Number 2, it is, I didn't study Russian at school last year. didn't study is number 2. Number 3, we didn't go, or sorry, we went on a holiday last summer. No, sorry, we didn't go because we stay at home. We didn't go on holiday last summer, okay? So you have to use not go, but in the past is didn't go, right? Number 4, my brother has never played a musical instrument,
We
right?
did.
Ed, yes, because it's the past participle of the verb. Number 5 is have you spoken to Charlie about the party yet?
Teacher, Stephanie de la Torre dice que le traba mucho el audio.
Es el internet de ella, entonces. Stephanie, no sé si te puedes conectar y desconectar para ver si se soluciona así de esa manera. Ok, estábamos en la número 5. Have you spoken, ok, to Charlie about the party yet? Y la número 6 es did you see? Ok, did you and see, ok. ¿Ya tienes todas las respuestas entonces, Victoria?
Yes, teacher,
Okay,
thank you.
no problem. So today we have seen the differences between the present perfect and the past simple. Remember, whenever you see something ending with yesterday, last summer, last week, last holiday, that is always the past simple. And whenever you have something like since or for, you must use the present perfect. And whenever you have a question with you ever, you must use have you ever, right? So we have seen the differences. We have practiced in the student book and in the workbook, both
Work.
pages, all right?
Yes.
So let me stop the recording so I will give you general information about the next class.